Hello, Bill Molyneux here for Bill's Wargame World. All right, I'm going to go through what I'm working on in the Wargame room down here in the basement. Some of you know I purchased a second home. So my videos, I may not be running as many videos between dealing with two homes. One's down near Matthews, Virginia, and one here. My wife always wanted to live by the ocean. Chesapeake Bay for me is pretty close to the ocean. So, we're going to go over the Vikings, the Civil War figures, flocking, bases, and chit chat time. All right, well, the first thing we're going to talk about is the Vikings. I got so many wonderful, wonderful notes from so many of you on the Viking issue. So the Viking issue was, I was in such a hurry to get the Vikings running on the table that when they got into hand-to-hand combat, I got them mixed up. So we're going to be using, and these are suggestions from Hal, David, Merkel, sorry about the last name, Jim Shaw. So we have all kinds of neat things. We're going to do one band of Vikings with little tufts, another one with sticks, another one with little stones, and I'll break these all up into their war bands. So in the future, I'll know who is who, and of course, we have one Viking ship already, but Josh, the wonderful 3D printer king in Hanover, Pennsylvania, near Gettysburg, he is printing me a second one. He is also finishing up the last of the walls for Fort William Henry. All right, so that's what I'm going to do with Vikings. Now, for my Civil War figures, I had a big debate what to do with these things. Let's scan over here. As you see, I have about 300 Union, 300 Confederate in plastic tubs. They're based individually. All right, most of them are flocked. Well, as I'm getting older and chubbier, and I am working on the chubby side, to get rid of some of that, but laugh. All right, the idea is I'm going to go ahead and place the figures, mounted 4 figures to a base. They're going to be more in a little gap. They're not going to be able to fit 5 or 6 across. And for my basement world and at my age, it's not perfect for some people, but for me, I'm going to be happy with it, I think. It is a pain to bring out 300 soldiers, so having them on bases will help. And again, we're going to be slow on getting some of this done. Every night I'll work a little bit, but I have the Weiss Fork game to be produced by Blue Panther for my next board game to help the Weiss Fork Preservation Society group and also the CSS News. So I still have a lot of irons in the fire. And we'll get the Civil War figures done, the Vikings. February 10th, Goober the Traveling Bear and the Chuckleheads. We are going to 3 historic sites. We are going to Braddock's Battlefield History Center, which I will make a video of. We will be giving the donation to Sean and Matt for the Goober calendars, over $500. Then we cruise over to see Paul and his wargaming group, which play at the Soldiers and Sailors Museum in Pittsburgh. And we're going to see Kyle also, an old Gettysburg area gamer. I haven't seen him in probably a decade when he joined the Marine Corps, but he will be there. So after that, the Chuckleheads are going to Fort Pitt. And then we'll drive all the way back to Baltimore, Maryland. So next Saturday is going to be very busy for Goober the Traveling Bear. And then we have the Williamsburg Muster, and we'll be doing French Foreign Legion air games. And what's nice is my new home, my new second home, is near the Williamsburg Muster. So that's going to be convenient. And so the Williamsburg Muster is French Foreign Legion air game with Derek Barton and I running that in 54. And then March 2nd, I have a one-day event at the Hawks Wargaming event in Havy de Grace, Maryland. And that's pretty much it until Historicon. And believe it or not, I am not going to run a game at Historicon. I am going to help Jim Purdy with his 54mm Pickett's Charge game. So I'm going to be doing that. And the other reason is last year at Historicon, my wife had some health issues, and I had to leave. And because of her health issues, I just can't I can't commit to 4 days, 5 days there. I need to be able to come home. And I know that many of you have had sick relatives and things and understand that family comes before our hobby of wargaming and whatever it may be. So I'm going to work on the Civil War figures first. The 4x4 tiles, by the way, are purchased at Amazon. They're not very expensive. Once I get them all based, I will flock them all. And you know, it's not perfect. I can still use my brother against brother rules with them. I have casualty rings that are very large that fit over these figures. And I'm really looking forward to do more Raven Feast with the 54mm Vikings. And they are marks. And as far as the Civil War figures, there are a mix of marks, BMC, Hobby Lobby, just a little bit of everything, armies in plastic. And I think I can get them all based up in an evening. And I'll do a second video in the next few days with everything completed. And I'm going to lastly mention this. The Black History Month is February. My videos for Black History Month are running good. There's like 27 of them. I'm asking that maybe a few of you will switch over to Bill's History World with Goober the Bear and check a few out. Several museums, Fort Frederick, Maryland Veterans Museum, Gloucester Museum of History. Many historians help me with them. Some historians help me behind the scenes with ideas. The Red Ball Express, Jimi Hendrix, Jackie Robinson, 763rd Tank Destroyer Unit. And I kept all the videos for the most part under 5 minutes. They're really 3 to 4 minutes. And the idea is to get you interested in a topic, and then you can Google yourself and follow up. The first Rhode Island Regiment in the Revolutionary War. And I guess I should say thank you to Robert Ambrose of Fort Frederick, Connie and Nell of the Maryland Veterans Museum, and Robert Kelly at the Gloucester Museum of History. And the Gloucester Museum of History did some wonderful videos. All of them were fantastic. Please consider looking at a few of them. Thank you. I'm going to end this with stay safe, be kind, be courteous, subscribe, and don't forget all the money I make off my YouTube channel, I'm giving to an historic site every month. And the one you're helping this month is the Americans Friends for Lafayette event. All right, that's it. Thank you.